believes she has to do it all without realizing what she's doing. She's just an innocent girl. And she needs to stay one. But there's little chance that Azrael's heresy will not get back to the Majesty. The Lyra'S says that Lyra has
The Alissometa.
She will be the betrayer. And the experience will be terrible. All we can be is scared for her. And scared of her.
Roger. We all know what is gonna happen to Roger, to Billy.
It's got to be the gobblers.
The gobblers?
The gobblers. I told you.
I prefer your word.
You're not leaving.
Yes, he is. He's not your uncle. I'm sorry tonight.
But I just don't have time for you right now.
Take me north. You promised you would. Take me with you. We'd have lots of time then.
You don't know how many times I wished that he took her with him right here.
The airship that my parents died in.
No, it's smaller.
They didn't die! I'm sorry, if you don't know the story, if you don't know the books, I'm gonna spoil you things, but I can't help myself with that. This one is more special than the other one. It's your daughter! I want my pillow. It's already really far away, you know. Is it you? It's really you? I love Lord Far. The little scene that we had in the books of what the gobblers were doing, it broke my heart each time.
And we do not find him here, we'll go to London and find him there.
But if you won't take us, I'll find another way to go north.
And you're gonna find it, and it's gonna be hard and bad.
Sometimes you've got to have dreams. Going north, Roger. I just know we are.
Roger. It's Roger in French. Are we gonna see her during this episode? You know who I'm talking about? Are we gonna see Mrs. Coulter during this episode?
They've given him an enormous amount of money to travel north.
That's the scenes that I was expecting! Yes! They understood the books.
Highest priority to the magisterium. I should take it to the cardinal. You worked on your only true friends. That includes her.
We're talking about the same. It's you? She's blonde in the books. Okay, she has the good face for that, but not the good color of hair, in my opinion. How she's gonna talk, it's gonna be important. The tone of her voice, how she's gonna move and act.
Good evening, Mrs. Coulter.
Good evening, Pastor.
Lyra, this is Mrs. Coulter. She may be of some interest to you.
I'm waiting to give my opinion about her. I'm waiting.
Each other at the Arctic Institute. You're an explorer too. What was such a grand word? I feel utterly magnificent. I want to feel like that.
That smile, it's Mrs. Coulter, that smile.
The master has asked if I can find a place for you. And naturally, I wanted to meet you first. And I want to offer you a position as my assistant.
But I found the actress who is playing Lyra better with Azrael than with Mrs. Coulter.
I need him. He's my best friend. My only friend. Please, he's an orphan like me.
The gobblers are taking him.
He can come.
Again, I'm gonna spoil you something, so get out if you don't want spoilers. We know that she's
There is a chance.
her mother, you know. The gobblers are gonna take him right now. That's it. Oh, Roger. I was so scared for you.
Come quickly, we have a dog.
It's gonna give her the compass,
No one is
the
stopping.
alethiometer, I think in
This
English.
is called a
L'alethiometre
yes.
in French.
I promised once to do everything I could to protect you from anyone who might do you harm.
Protect me. From what?
Oh!
So I'm going to give you something. And I need you to promise that you will keep it private.
It matters, Lyra. We need your word.
I never imagined it like that. For me, it was really a compass that you can hold, you know, in your hand.
It's an
Alethiometer.
ionometer. One of only 6 that were ever made.
I wanted to have one so much.
And you were just a baby.
To be able to read it also.
You need to tell Roger we're going to London.
Roger is not there, not anymore.
You thinking of leaving Father Coram? My son's still out there.
Father Coram has done nothing. I'm holding the stage.
There's nothing saying he's with them. There's nothing saying they even exist.
Be strong. Because you've been a good and strong mother to him back. And if he could, he'd have found his way back.
It's just past this way.
No.
And he needs us to find him.
They've taken 16 of our children so far. We're going to London. We will fight those goblins and get our children back.
Come on.
I'm getting emotional because I know what they are doing to the children and it's killing me.
My friend Roger, he's gone missing. I can't find him anywhere. The goblins could be real. They could have Roger. He was right.
It's possible.
You know!
Say please.
You know it's possible because you know that you ordered it.
The goblins would have taken him to London. I'll set down tracks as soon as we arrive. In London, children can just disappear.
What did he say this did?
You're gonna use it?
Tell me where
Ah.
Roger is.
It's not working like that, come on. You're clever.
If the goblins have him, she's our best chance of getting him back.
Without any luggage, anything? It was not written like that in the books. It was more logical into the books, you know?
I think it's the best decision for both of us.
Don't? Yes.
The Egyptians. Is there anything to it?
I love them, the Egyptians. Macosta, Lord Far, all of them. Roger! No! No! If you don't know me, you can be surprised, but no. I'm not watching trailers for episodes. I'm watching trailers for seasons, but I'm not watching trailers for episodes or any promotional pictures or anything because I want to be surprised by a show, so I'm not gonna watch it. I think that I loved this first episode. I have things that I didn't like during it, but you know, all of what they made with this first episode, all of the atmosphere that they created and how they translated the books into a TV show, the scenes that they added into the show and all of that, for me it's working. For me it's, you know, like the books, it's the same atmosphere and the same relationships and the same also, you know, powers involved and things involved, and we are seeing all of the characters that we know, so it's interesting and it's great. The scenes that they created that are not into the books, for me they are good ones because they are there for explaining, you know, the subtitles, you know, the message that we can understand into the books, but it's not really explained like that, written like that, but we can all understand the message into the books, and right there they are taking scenes to explain it, and it's really interesting because it's really what was missing into the movie. I'm not going to talk about it again. If you want to see me mad about the movie, go into my intro. No, that's why I think that TV show is more adapted to translate these books than a movie, because into a TV show you have time to put scenes, to explain things, to explain the messages of the books, that you can't explain just by telling the storyline and just with 2 hours, you know, for your movie. No, you need more time to explain that, and I love that. I love that they took that time already into that first episode. Those scenes, okay, they took liberties with that, but it's okay for me and it's working for me because it's what I was expecting, thinking about this TV show, thinking about what they can do with this TV show. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Maybe the things that I can discuss about this first episode is about Mrs. Coulter. You know, for me, Mrs. Coulter, I was so scared of her when I was a teenager. I was so scared of her character. It was just words, you know, I was just reading words, but just by reading these words, I was like that, reading these words, because I was really like, ooh, she's... You know, you can feel it every time that she was talking into the books, every time that her monkey was doing things and all of that. I was scared about every move that she made, about every word that she said. Into the show, I'm not feeling that, obviously. And I know that it's because Lyra right now, she's just seeing the good in Mrs. Coulter. So of course we're gonna see only the good in Mrs. Coulter. Even if, you know, at the beginning when we were reading the book, we were like, okay, she's a good person, Mrs. Coulter, we're gonna believe her. We had little things, little details with which I was really like, I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure of that person. I want to believe her, but I'm not fully believing her, you know. I'm not sure. And right there, the character, I'm not blaming the actress for that because she's good, she's making, you know, good things with the lines that they gave her and all of that, so I'm not blaming the actress, but I'm more blaming, you know, the intentions that they put into the character during this first episode. I was expecting, you know, for some smiles or some, you know, looks that could be these little details that we read into the books where we were like, not sure, you know, not sure of that. So that's why I'm not sure of what they are doing with Mrs. Coulter so far. I can discuss that with this first episode, but it's still great. I can discuss it, but I can't be like, oh, I hate it and all of that. No, I'm not hating it because it still things and stuff that Mrs. Coulter could have said or done, so I'm not like, no, I don't like that, it's not okay, it's not great. No, it's great, but I'm expecting more, you know, I'm expecting these details that I saw, that I read into the books, I want them also, I want to see them into the TV show. The second thing that I can discuss about this first episode is the actress who is playing Lyra. I appreciated a lot the first scenes with her, you know, with her and Roger, I don't know how to say it in English, I think it's Roger, but I, you know, I said so much times into my head Lyra et Roger that I have trouble to say Lyra and Roger, you know, Roger, it's hurting me, and Lyra, it's difficult for me to say it, so maybe sometimes during the next episodes, if I'm making reaction videos for the next episodes, you're gonna hear me saying Lyra and not Lyra because of that. Yes, I really appreciated the first scenes with Lyra and Roger, and with Lyra and Azriel. I found, you know, their relationship really well done and really well translated, especially the relationship between Azriel and Lyra. The atmosphere, the tension that we all felt into the books between Azriel and Lyra, all of the things that they didn't say but that we felt, we are feeling that still in the show, and I love that. I think that the actor is really great. But for the rest of the episode, the actress who is playing Lyra, she is not, I don't know how to say it, she's giving too much, you know, she's too much, she okay, Lyra is a big mouse, okay, Lyra is someone, you know, excessive and all of that, but it was maybe too much. Lyra, she's someone excessive, she's someone brave, she's someone tenacious, she's someone, you know, she's going for it each time, but she's also clever. The actress maybe gave too much, you know, it was just like pa 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 pa, and not really the time when she's talking with Pantaleimon, you know. You know, these times when she's talking with Pantaleimon in the books, they are important because it's a way to explain our thoughts, to tell our thoughts to the viewer or to the reader. It's really something that we need to understand her, and it was missing during this episode, it was missing at the end of this episode. And that's why maybe I had the impression that the actress was giving too much, because we did not have time where she was just thinking, where she was discussing with Pantaleimon. And right there you just gave us the impression that she's someone impulsive and she's just doing something without thinking about it. And no, Lyra in the book, okay, she's excessive, okay, she's impulsive and all of that, but she's also clever and she's also thinking about what is the best for her. You know, even this scene at the end, her just jumping, you know, to go with Mrs. Coulter, it's not happening like that in the books. It's really something that is not working with Lyra, in my opinion, with the character of Lyra in the books. Not like the books, but it's not also like the character of Lyra in the books, in my opinion. I want more discussions between Lyra and Pantaleimon like we have in the books. I want more of that, and maybe it can calm a little, you know, the actress who is playing Lyra into the TV show. I'm not saying that she's doing a bad job and all of that, don't get me wrong right there. She is great for the character. I think that she can do a really good job with it, and really her scenes with Azriel were really like I imagined it, so it was really great, but I want her to be more subtle, you know, in her way of doing things. Okay, Lyra was excited to follow Mrs. Coulter, okay, Lyra can be excessive, but she's more than just a big mouse and someone excessive. She's also clever, and really Pantaleimon is really something and someone important into the books, and right now into this first episode he was there but not really there, so I want them to insist more on the fact that her discussions with Pantaleimon are really important for her and all of that. It was great! Yes! To discover that first episode and to be into that universe. I love this universe so much, and you know, for me, the universe and all of the productions, the musics, the pictures, the lines, all is really working and all is really loyal, I don't know how to say it in English, loyal to the books, you know, it's really working with the books, at least for the productions, the musics, the atmospheres, you know, the lines, all of that, it's really well done and a good translation for me, at least for this episode of the books. To resume, I want more details about Mrs. Coulter and who she really is, and you know, something to show to the viewer that you cannot really believe her fully. And I want more scenes with Lyra and Pantaleimon to show us that Lyra is not just a child, an excessive child. No, she's clever, and that's why she's into that prophecy and all of that. It was great. It was great, I loved it, and I think that I know now that I'm gonna watch all of this season 1. I still don't know if I'm gonna make reaction videos about it, because I don't know if I'm reacting a lot during it or if my reactions are interesting enough for a reaction videos. I'm gonna see that during the editing, if I'm still reacting and if my reactions are interesting enough. You know that I'm the only judge for that, and you know also that I'm not forcing myself to react just to have videos on my channel. No, I'm not working like that. working. I just don't want this channel to be like that. I want to be honest with you, and I want to share with you honest reactions and excitement, you know, for a TV show. And yes, if I'm making reaction videos for a show, it's because I'm loving this show and I have a lot of stuff to talk about. If I don't have anything to say about it, if I just have to watch it, it's not interesting, or at least it's not the reaction videos that I want to make. You know that I love to talk, so that's why I'm making these reaction videos. We'll see about that with the episode 2 that I'm gonna watch tomorrow, and with the editing, if I think that it's interesting enough or not. Okay, so it's all for today for Is Dark Materials. I don't know why they chose this title really. Sorry. It's all for Is Dark Materials for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.